Alright, good morning guys. We are here with break 303. Morning just, but still morning. Another 24 Elite combo break featuring a 24 Elite case and a 24 Elite Priority Box. If you haven't seen, we did list some more priority box combos. So 2 hobby box and 1 priority box combos. They are now in stock. Don't know how many's left, but yeah, we have our priority box for last. Let me bring the chat up and the team list. Our team list for today: Broncos is Karain, Raiders is Peter Lowe, Bulldogs Josh Ellis, Sharks Anthony Ryan, Dolphins Peter Lowe, Titans Daryl Barton, Manly Peter Lowe, Storm Stephen Gillard, Knights Kyle Burrows, Cowboys Ben Patterson, Eels Ryan Morris, Panthers Cooper Demery, Rabbitohs Shane Hill, Dragons Warren Stoddart, Roosters Dean Mick, Warriors Scotty Murray, Tigers Rodney White. Alright, let's find out who today's lucky case card winner is. Alright. Number 37, Peter Lowe with the Raiders, Jared Croker. Alright, let's get these out. Alright, this one was a bit last minute, selling out overnight. So, yeah, we had to fit it in and get it done. Public holiday here today. Gold Reflections for the Knights, number 50. White Young Guns, 155. Tyrone Munro for the Rabbitohs. Below me kick out, parallel for the Bulldogs. Raymond Fatala Mariner, new recruit for the Dragons. Game 1, Vegas. Jamal Fogarty, parallel for the Raiders. New recruit, Corey Waddell for Manly. Jesse Arthur's Vegas for Broncos. Tyrell Sloan, parallel for Dragons. Multicultural, Zach Labour for the Cowboys. Reflections for the Roosters. Murray Talagi, parallel for the Cowboys. Latrell Mitchell, Vegas for the Rabbitohs. William Kennedy, parallel for the Sharks. New recruit, Jack Whiten for the Rabbitohs. Multicultural, Jerome Hughes for the Storm. Dane Gagai, parallel for the Knights. In the Kangaroos for the Masters Series. Joseph Tarpanay, multicultural for the Raiders. Number 60, breakout player, Jesse Southwell and Tamika Upton for the Knights. Adam Fanua-Blake, parallel for the Warriors. Dally M, Kalen Ponga for the Knights. New recruit, Josh Curran for the Bulldogs. Jerome Luai, parallel for Panthers. Brian Kelly, multicultural for the Titans. Felice Kafusi, parallel for Dolphins. New recruit, Kane Bradley for the Storm. Dally M, Jakaya Whitfield for the Tigers. Milwaukee Fotoaka, parallel for Titans. Number 43, Ruby Mojo, Jordan Rapiner for the Raiders. G'day, Ben. Reflections for the Dolphins. Rabbitohs, parallel checklist. New recruit, Zach Hosking for the Raiders. Last pack for box number 1. Number 4, Dream Buller, Black Diamond for the Tigers. Jaden Sullivan, parallel for the Tigers. Let's go. Box number 2. Vegas Game 1. Renato Mortalo, parallel for the Sharks. Hamafito, multicultural for the Dolphins. Another big hit. Second box, number 2. Jacob Saifiti for the Knights, Emerald Mojo. Tyson Frizzell, parallel for the Knights. New recruit, Jack Whiten for the Rabbitohs. Jesse Arthurs, Vegas for the Broncos. Tigers, parallel checklist. Pink Diamond, number 52. Emma Tony Gatto for the Cowboys. Reflections for Manly. Addo Carr, parallel for Bulldogs. Latrell Mitchell, Vegas for the Rabbitohs. Ezra Mam, parallel for Broncos. New recruit, Herbie Farnworth for the Dolphins. Black Young Guns, number 44, Tyrone Munro for the Rabbitohs. Xavier Coates, parallel for Storm. Rabbitohs in the Masters Series. Multicultural, Apasai Coruscant for the Tigers. Bo Fermor, parallel for the Titans. New recruit, Raymond Faitala Mariner for the Dragons. Selwyn Cobbo, multicultural for the Broncos. Sebastian Chris, parallel for Raiders. Payne Haas, Dally M for the Broncos. Latrell Mitchell, multicultural for the Rabbitohs. Roger Tuivasa-Sheck, parallel for Warriors. New recruit, Corey Waddell for Manly. Dally M, Shannon Mato for the Titans. Jared Herrera-Hargraves, parallel for Roosters. Ruby Mojo, number 32. Selwyn Cobbo for the Broncos. Don't know, Billy. Reflections for the Sharks. Eels Parallel Checklist. New recruit Jaden Hunt for Broncos. Gold Reflections, number 17 for the Dragons. Young Guns Dream Buller for the Tigers, number 160. Jack Whiten parallel for the Rabbitohs. New recruit Zach Hosking for the Raiders. Reflections for the Knights. Brian Totter parallel for Panthers. New recruit Morgan Harper for the Eels. Multicultural Kalen Ponga for the Knights. Hammerfido parallel for the Dolphins. Dally M Stephen Crichton for the Panthers. Dally Cherry Evans parallel for Manly. New recruit Harley Smith Shields for the Titans. White Young Guns Zach Labour for the Cowboys. Number 60. Hudson Young parallel for the Raiders. New recruit Jack Cogger for the Knights. Jake Trbojevic Vegas for Manly. Darren Watine Zalesniak parallel for the Warriors. Dominic Young multicultural for the Roosters. Spotlight booklet number 40. Oh. Joey Lussick for the Eels. Who we got with the Eels? Ryan Morris. Mikhail Ravalawa, parallel for Dragons. Jaden Sullivan, new recruit for the Dragons. Hayden Cesar, parallel for the Tigers. Multicultural, Micah Sevo for the Eels. Kangaroos in the Masters Series. Reed Marnie, parallel for the Bulldogs. Sapphire Mojo, Jerome Luai for the Panthers, number 17. Sarah Tokatuki, Dally M for the Tigers. Alex Johnston, parallel for the Rabbitohs. Ruby Mojo, number 44. Victor Radley for the Roosters. Reflections for the Storm. Blake Brayley, parallel for the Sharks. New recruit Spencer Linu for the Roosters. Payne Haas, Vegas for the Broncos. Jacob Saifiti, parallel for Knights. 3 packets left for box number 3. New recruit Brad Schneider for Panthers. Teddy for the Roosters. Cowboys parallel checklist. Multicultural Mikhail Ravalawa for the Dragons. Vegas, Tommy Turbo for Manly. Sean Johnson, parallel for the Warriors. Gold Reflections for the Eels, number 43. Number 8, White Young Guns, Gordon Tong for Manly. Blake Laurie, parallel for the Dragons. Emerald Mojo, number 6, Roosters Checklist. Dylan Edwards, parallel for the Panthers. New recruit, Kelman Talagi for the Eels. Sam Walker, Vegas for the Roosters. Dolphins, parallel checklist. Multicultural, David Tafita for Titans. Reflections for the Rabbitohs. Ruben Garrick, parallel for Manly. Reflections for Titans. John Bateman, parallel for Tigers. New recruit, Dane Laurie for Panthers. Reece Walsh, Vegas for Broncos. Max King, parallel for the Bulldogs. New recruit, Kai Pearce-Paul for the Knights. New recruit, Aiden Cesar for Tigers. Breakout, number 18, Isaac Tago and Sanua Taruva for Panthers. Jeremiah Nanai, parallel for Cowboys. Jason Tormalolo, multicultural for the Cowboys. New recruit, Keenan Palacia for the Titans. Sam Walker, parallel for Roosters. Dally M, Adam Fanua Blake for the Warriors. Multicultural, Nico Hines for the Sharks. Regan Campbell-Gillard, parallel for the Eels. New recruit, Fletcher Baker for the Broncos. Dally M, Destiny Brill for the Broncos. Knights, parallel checklist. Ruby Mojo, number 41. Junior Paulo for the Eels. Multicultural, Emery Gula for the Raiders. Zach Hosking, parallel for the Raiders. Kangaroos in the Masters series. And that is the end of box number 4. Storm in the Masters series. Toby Rudolph, parallel for the Sharks. Sapphire Mojo, number 11. Gutherson for the Eels. White Young Guns, Valami Fafita for the Dragons. Number 12. Greg Marzu, parallel for the Knights. Sean Kepe, new recruit for the Rabbitohs. White League Sensations. Number 66. Alexander Brimson for the Titans. Dream Buller, parallel for the Tigers. Vegas round, Patrick Carrigan for the Broncos. Zach Lomax, parallel for the Dragons. Dally M, Liam Martin for the Panthers. Multicultural, Tyrell Sloan for the Dragons. Ruben Cotter, parallel for the Cowboys. New recruit, Stephen Crichton for the Bulldogs. Pink Diamond, Quincy Dodd for the Sharks, number 19. Reflections for the Cowboys. Warriors, parallel checklist. New recruit, Luke Brooks for Manly. Dally M, Tamika Upton for the Knights. Patrick Carrigan, parallel for the Broncos. Ruby Mojo Hamoli Olika R2, number 42. Multicultural Sua Wong for the Roosters. Matthew Tomoko parallel for the Raiders. Reflections for the Warriors. Harry Grant parallel for Storm. New recruit Thomas Flegler for the Dolphins. New recruit Kyle Flanagan for the Dragons. Cameron Murray Vegas for the Rabbitohs. Jaden Campbell parallel for the Titans. New recruit Morgan Smithies for the Raiders. Thomas Burgess parallel for the Rabbitohs. Multicultural Hamoli Olika R2 for Manly. Multicultural Mitchell Moses for the Eels. Second last back for box number 5. Vegas Game 2 header card. And Jacob Carraz parallel for the Bulldogs. That's box number 5 done and dusted, halfway through the case. Victor Radley, Roosters for Vegas round. Storm parallel checklist. Justin Olam, multicultural for the Tigers. Parallel Philip Semi for the Titans. New recruit Thomas McHale for the Cowboys. Alex Johnston Vegas for the Rabbitohs. Keon Kolomatangi parallel for the Rabbitohs. Multicultural Jeremy Marshall King for the Dolphins. Reflections for the Eels. Cameron McInnes parallel for the Sharks. New recruit Joe Chan for Storm. Daly Cherry Evans, Vegas for Manly. Tommy Turbo, parallel for Manly. New recruit, Billy Burns for the Sharks. Multicultural, Dane Gagai for the Knights. Dominic Young, parallel for the Roosters. Rabbitohs in the Masters series. New recruit, Spencer Lenu for the Roosters. Kalen Ponga, parallel for the Knights. Dally M, Latrell Mitchell for the Rabbitohs. Multicultural, Brendan Pakura for the Broncos. Isaiah Papali'i, parallel for Tigers. New recruit, Brad Schneider for Panthers. Dally M, Julia Robinson for the Broncos. Isaac Tago, parallel for Panthers. Ruby Mojo, Dragons checklist number 42. Reflections for the Tigers. Jake Averillo, parallel for Dolphins. Number 99 in the Rabbitohs for the Masters Series. Remembering it gets randomized between all 17 spots with the other Masters Series cards. And if we're lucky enough to hit another one in the priority box, it is still randomized as one lot. Clint Gutherson, parallel for the Eels. Reflections for the Bulldogs, number 83. Two packets left for box number 6. White Young Guns, number 178 for the Storm. Reece Walsh, parallel for Broncos. Roger Tuivasa-Sheck, new recruit for the Warriors. Black Young Guns, number 48, Tom Ale for the Warriors. Cameron Murray, parallel for the Rabbitohs. Multicultural, Gordon Tong for Manly. Pink Diamond, number 35, Holly May Dodd for the Raiders. Nico Hines, parallel for Sharks. New recruit Dominic Young for the Roosters. Vegas Joey Manu for the Roosters. Bradman Best parallel for the Knights. Marcus Sivo multicultural for the Eels. New recruit Kai Pearce Paul for the Knights. Multicultural Braden Trindle for the Sharks. Storm in the Masters series. Josh King parallel for Storm. Number 11, Sapphire Mojo Leo Thompson for the Knights. White Young Guns, Atta Mariota for the Raiders, number 151. Big Tino, parallel for the Titans. Damien Cook, Rabbitohs in the Vegas round. Raiders parallel checklist. Dally M, Melly Hafunga for the Broncos. Hamali Olika R2, parallel for Manly. Broncos, parallel checklist. Ruby Mojo, number 5, Sean Johnson for the Warriors. Reflections for the Raiders. Lindsay Collins, parallel for the Roosters. New recruit Kurt Catewell for the Warriors. New recruit, Tuku for the Sharks. Luke Brooks for Manly in the Vegas round. Will Penasini parallel for the Eels. New recruit Valami Avile for the Cowboys. Reflections for the Storm. Episode Coruscant parallel for Tigers. Daliem Sanua Taruva for Panthers. New recruit Dane Laurie for Panthers. Jacob Preston parallel for the Bulldogs. Multicultural Dominic Young for the Roosters. Come on, Cowboys. Poor Dolphins. Oh. Would you know it? Number 50. Kira Dib. Spotlight patch. Jerome Hughes parallel for Storm. Excuse me. New recruit Morgan Harper for the Eels. Vegas Jake Trbojevic for Manly. Thomas Flegler parallel for Dolphins. Multicultural Addo Carr for the Bulldogs. Multicultural James Fisher Harris for Panthers. New recruit Harley Smith Shields for the Titans. Manly parallel checklist. Pink Diamond Ella Costa for the Dragons. Number 56. Vegas James Tedesco for the Roosters. Bradman Best parallel for the Roosters. New recruit Jaden Hunt for the Broncos. Katoni Staggs parallel for the Broncos. Multicultural Chance Nico Klokstad for the Warriors. Reflections for the Panthers. Parallel Junior Paulo for the Eels. Dally M, Herbie Farmworth for the Broncos. Dally M, Samima Torfa for the Raiders. Bulldogs Parallel Checklist. Ruby Mojo, number 41. Dane Gagai for the Knights. Maroons in the Masters Series. Valentine Holmes, parallel for the Cowboys. Reflections for the Broncos. Joseph Tarpanay, parallel for the Raiders. Jack Cogger, new recruit for the Knights. Payne Haas, Vegas for the Broncos. Chance Nico Klokstad, parallel for the Warriors. Multicultural Cody Walker for the Rabbitohs. New recruit Jaden Sullivan for the Tigers. Black Young Guns, number 61. Toby Couchman for the Dragons. Ben Hunt, parallel for the Dragons. New recruit Herbie Farmworth for the Dolphins. Sapphire Mojo Tigers Checklist, number 9. Valance to wear White Young Guns for Dolphins, number 17. Nathan Cleary, parallel for Panthers. Keenan Palacia, new recruit for the Titans. First pack in box number 9. Black League Sensations. Number 6. Another number 6. Amoli Olika R2 for Manly. Victor Radley parallel for the Roosters. Multicultural Athasai Coruscant for Tigers. Bailey Simonson parallel for the Eels. New recruit Fletcher Baker for the Broncos. Tommy Turbo Vegas for Manly. Adam Reynolds parallel for Broncos. Pink Diamond number 60 Yasmin Clydesdale for the Knights. Reflections for the Knights. Jack DeBellin parallel for the Dragons. New recruit Aiden Cesar for the Tigers. Reece Walsh Vegas for the Broncos. Reece Robson parallel for the Cowboys. New recruit Kelman Talagi for the Eels. Multicultural Mikhail Ravalawa for the Dragons. Liam Martin parallel for Panthers. Reflections for the Sharks. Will Warwick parallel for Storm. Dally M Adam Reynolds for the Broncos. New recruit Thomas Flegler for Dolphins. AJ Brimson parallel for Titans. Hammer Fido multicultural for the Dolphins. Sam Walker Vegas for the Roosters. Latrell Mitchell parallel for Rabbitohs. New recruit Morgan Smithies for the Raiders. Taryn Aiken Dally M for the Roosters. Mitchell Barnett parallel for the Warriors. Ruby Mojo number 25 Herbie Farnworth for the Dolphins. in the Rabbitohs for the Masters Series. Multicultural, Kalen Ponga for the Knights. Jeremy Marshall King, parallel for Dolphins. 2 packets left in box number 9. Gold Reflections for the Broncos, number 59. White Young Guns, Cleese Huss for the Titans, number 163. Luke Brooks, parallel for Manly. Alright, box number 9 done and dusted. Final box of the case, box number 10. Ruby Mojo, Thomas Burgess for the Rabbitohs, number 41. Reflections for the Bulldogs. Helam Lukey, parallel for the Cowboys. Joey Manu, Vegas for the Roosters. Selwyn Cobbo, parallel for the Broncos. New recruit, Kirk Capewell for the Warriors. Parallel, Cameron Munster for the Storm. Reflections for the Dragons. Dave Fafita, parallel for Titans. New recruit, Dominic Young for the Roosters. New recruit, Valami Avile for the Cowboys. Damien Cook, Vegas for the Rabbitohs. Cody Walker, parallel for the Rabbitohs. Jermaine Isako, Dally M for the Dolphins. Multicultural, Xavier Coates for Storm. Parallel, Dale Finucane for the Sharks. Sanua Taruva, multicultural for Panthers. White League Sensations. Number 72. Hudson Young for the Raiders. Oop. Panthers parallel checklist. New recruit Kane Bradley for Storm. Luke Brooks Vegas for Manly. Jesse Bromwich parallel for Dolphins. Multicultural Valami kick out for the Bulldogs. New recruit Josh Curran for the Bulldogs. Maroons in the Masters Series. Tanila Paseka parallel for Manly. 6 packets left. Sapphire Mojo Tolator Koala for Manly. White Young Guns Sua Wong for the Roosters. Number 16. James Tedesco parallel for the Roosters. Dally M Tallulah Tillett for the Cowboys. Jacob Little parallel for the Dragons. New recruit Tuku for the Sharks. Breakout Tegan Berry and Tyler Wong for the Dragons. Number 16. Dylan Brown parallel for the Eels. And last packet for the case. Multicultural Tohu Harris for the Warriors. Alright, our last box, our priority. Vegas Damien Cook for the Rabbitohs. Bradman Best parallel for the Knights. Multicultural Micah Sivo for the Eels. Our first priority, number 25, in the Bulldogs Reflections. Apsai Coruscant parallel for the Tigers. New recruit Dane Laurie for the Panthers. Multicultural Dominic Young for the Roosters. Jacob Preston parallel for the Bulldogs. Sanua Taruva, Dally M for Panthers. Raiders Parallel Checklist. New recruit Kurt Capewell for the Warriors. Emerald Mojo, number 7. Joey Manu for the Roosters. We've got team next. Broncos Parallel Checklist. Multicultural Braden Trindle for the Sharks. Storm in the Masters series. Josh King Parallel for Storm. Sapphire Mojo, number 8. Alex Johnston for the Rabbitohs. Ali Priority Young Guns for the Warriors, number 17. Tino Parallel for the Titans. New recruit Valami Vile for the Cowboys. Joey Manu Vegas for the Roosters. Cameron Murray Parallel for the Rabbitohs. Multicultural Gordon Tong for Manly. Black Young Guns, number 31. Jareem Abdullah for the Tigers. Parallel Nico Hines for the Sharks. New recruit Dominic Young for the Roosters. Kai Pearce-Paul, new recruit for the Knights. Meli Hafunga, Dally M for Broncos. Amali Olika Atu, Parallel for Manly. Ruby Mojo, number 2. Zach Hosking for the Raiders. Three packets left to go. Reflections for the Eels, number 29. Lindsay Collins, parallel for the Roosters. New recruit, Tuku for the Sharks. Last packet. Vegas, Luke Brooks for Manly. And Will Penasini, parallel for the Eels. Alright, we have the bonus $100 gift card between all 17 spots. We have the Master Series cards, including the Rabbitohs signature number 99 to be randomized between all 17 spots. All teams getting a numbered hit today, leaving just the Game 2 header card to randomize between the two teams. So let's flick over and get them done. Alright, first up for the $100 gift card, number 1, number 2, and lucky last, number 3. Anthony Ryan with the Sharks. Alright, this time we'll reset for the Master Series cards. Alright, number 1, number 2, and lucky last, number 3. Peter Lowe with the Dolphins. Alright, last up, our Roosters and Broncos Game 2 header card. Roosters, alright. 3 times, number 1, number 2, and lucky last, number 3, Broncos. Alright, well, that's it. That's all. Hope you had a ball. And I'll see you again soon.